Hey, if you're thinking about starting a pool cleaning business, in this video, we're going to walk you through what are the normal startup costs, the common operating expenses, how much revenue you can generate, especially as it relates to seasonality of a pool cleaning business, and then ultimately, how much profit can you generate with a pool cleaning business that you run maybe just on your own or potentially with additional employees. And so we're going to walk you through our financial projection template spreadsheet. And I'm going to link to this template in the description of the video below so you can take a look at that. But this is a variation of our cleaning financial projection template that I have kind of adjusted specifically for pool cleaning. And so if you end up buying the cleaning projection template, you'll also get access to this variation of our pool cleaning template as well. All right, so enough about that. My name's Adam Hooksema. I'm the co-founder of ProjectionHub, and we've helped thousands of entrepreneurs create financial projections as they're starting businesses and planning or looking to raise investment or secure a loan to help start their business. And so what I'm going to do now is walk you through our spreadsheet template and show you exactly how to create projections for your own pool cleaning business. So the first thing you need to know is that any cell in this model, any cell here that's highlighted in light blue is an assumption that you can change without breaking the spreadsheet. So I have entered in a bunch of default information here for a pool cleaning business, but I'm going to show you how you can adjust it and really make it your own. So we have the start month for the projections of January 2022. A personal investment here that we're assuming that you're going to put some money in to help get things started of $5,000. And we're saying invested in month 0, meaning kind of right at the start of the business. We're assuming that you get paid when you provide the service. So we're saying 100% you get paid either before you provide the service or at the time of service. And we're assuming $1,000 worth of initial inventory for the business. Now, based on 3 different sources, we kind of found some different ranges and types of startup expenses that you can expect. And, you know, this really can range quite a bit depending on what you're planning to do. But from a minimum startup cost of just $2,000 up to maybe $35,000, $36,000 is what we found, with an average right around that $20,000 mark. And so we here added $4,000 worth of pool cleaning equipment. We added a computer for $1,000, a truck or a van for $15,000, and then again that $1,000 of initial inventory. And then you should probably also have some working capital to pay for just things like advertising and fuel and insurance and those things in the initial few months as you're getting started. And so all of those things are going to add up to around that, $25,000 to $30,000 range. We also have, in addition to your $5,000 that you're going to invest personally, we're assuming a $15,000 vehicle loan for the truck or the van. You can put in how many months you're going to repay that and what interest rate you'll get. And then we have a working capital loan just to cover some additional startup costs of $5,000 paid back over 36 months at 8%. So total funding there of $25,000 between your personal investment and some loans. Now let's jump into our input revenue tab. So the way we have this built is that you'll be spending some dollars on advertising to attract new customers initially and build up that customer base. And so we have some assumptions up here about that advertising spend and what the cost is to attract one new customer. Now, you may end up advertising on a service like Thumbtack or Angie's List or some service provider platform. That may be an example. So test that out a little bit and see what that cost looks like And then hopefully once you start building a name for yourself and a reputation, you'll also get some word of mouth customers. So we're assuming 10 word of mouth customers per month as well. So that'll give you your total first time clients per month. And we're assuming that, some percentage of those will become regular customers that use you for ongoing service. But then also we assume some of those regular customers will leave, and so we have that assumption in here as well. And based on all those assumptions, we've got this number, this row right here, this total regular customers. Now, probably, depending on where you are located geographically, your pool cleaning business could be very seasonal. And so we want you to put in what percentage of your total revenue you expect to generate in each month of the year. And so if you think about, total year, these percentages should add up to 100%. So see how this right here adds up, it's green, it adds up to 100%. I've got that broken down between these different months. And then in this table, you have the ability to add your different services. So I've got 4 services: a standard pool cleaning. This is like a weekly or bi-weekly or some regular pool cleaning service. And according to Thumbtack, the national average spent on weekly pool cleaning is $86, or approximately $1,032 per year. And so that's what I'm using here as an assumption for the average annual revenue per client. This is going to vary a lot depending on your geographic location. And so you really need to do the research on your specific locale and get these numbers as best you can. So there's that. A large pool cleaning, I should change that, because we're looking at doing this annually. So let me say that should be probably $1,500 if you're doing a small pool for $1,000. And you'll see over here this average annual cost of labor to provide that service and average cost of materials. Now I got that from, again, from Thumbtack. Says variable cost of goods sold should be no more than 20%. So we assume 15% of that cost of goods sold would be labor costs for the pool cleaner staff member, and then 5% for material costs. Now, if you are doing all the work yourself, so you have no staff, then you could put zeros in here, okay? Because it's really all yours. You're not going to pay that. The other thing you could do is, kind of you could leave those in here and pay yourself a salary or wages based on that labor. And we assumed a service to open the pool for the season and close the pool for the season. And we're saying that 80% of our customers use us for opening and closing their pool. And that's a one-time cost of $250 for that service to open it, $250 to close it. These are total annual costs, but they are something that you'd be providing on a weekly basis or bi-weekly basis, whatever your agreement is with your customer. You're going out to clean the pool on a regular basis, so keep that in mind. Then we have the ability to add a few different slots of revenue here with the cost of labor and cost of materials as well. And ultimately, that's going to give you your total revenue for the pool cleaning business as well as your cost of goods sold. Now, you have the ability to add in some operating costs. And there's really, if it's just you running this business, there's really going to be few operating costs other than advertising that you're probably going to be paying as you're building up that client base, especially in that first year. And then credit card fees or transaction fees. So if you're using a service like Thumbtack, they may charge a transaction fee if they're processing the payment, or if you're charging the customer with credit card, the credit card company is going to charge a fee And so you enter that in. This would represent 2%. So 0.02 is a percentage of total revenue here. And that's where we get that 2%. We assume you're going to have some insurance, liability insurance, maybe some legal expenses when you first start up in that first month, just getting the LLC set up and that sort of thing. And then here we put in $1,000 for accounting and bookkeeping in April to pay your tax accountant. And just this would be like supplies that you're using in your busy season. And finally, we'll jump over to our input salary. So we put in a salary for the owner here of $50,000. And we're saying the salary is not going to start until month 13. Maybe we think, we can't afford it in the first year to take that salary, so we put it at month 13. Now, you'll take a look at your projections and see whether you can afford it or not, and that will help you determine. So that brings us to our final projections. And so based on the numbers that we've input, we have a $129,000 annual revenue in the first year with a net income of $50,000, and bumping that up over the years as we build up more of a customer base and have less advertising costs that we have to pay for. And then finally, we have, if you are trying to raise capital from a lender or investor, they're probably going to want to see your projected income statement, cash flow, and balance sheet. So that's what we have here, 5-year income statement, cash flow, and balance sheet projection, as well as income, cash flow, and balance sheet by month for your pool cleaning business. So again, if you have any questions, leave a comment down in the comment section of the video below, or reach out to us directly at support@projectionhub.com, and we'd be happy to try to help. Thanks.